Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg, and it's under the command of uncletaskerrr, and he's got the top gun, which is the 15cm howitzer with a long barrel. The short barrel one is the stock gun. So he's capable of doing 600 alpha and penetrating 39mm of armor with 6.7 meters burst radius between 9.6 to 16 seconds of stun. Now, most players would know, if you're experienced or if you're a member of What Arty Noobs, that that's the wrong gun, because although the top gun can fire over the entire range of the map, it's got a very flat trajectory, and that means that there are some places on this map you can't fire, and that's behind buildings or where there's an obstruction that stops you from shooting in that way. Well, the M44 got in the way there, and uncletaskerrr stopped to let him get through. Okay, it looks like he's going into this corner. There are plenty of places on this map where it's really good idea to park up and shoot. This is not one of the best ones, unfortunately, mainly down to the fact that most people know about it, and therefore they look for a tracer coming from this particular area. And he's taken a spot where he can't shoot on the tanks that are actually coming to the center of the map, or rather the enemy tanks that might be going to grid square F2. He's changing his position just a little bit. And the other problem, of course, is that him and the M44 are very close together. And that's something you don't want to have. You don't want to have two Arty very close together, because, of course, that means double the tracers, and it's much easier to spot Arty. Well, the buildings are getting in the way there, and you can see uncletaskerrr is using the overhead method rather than the battle assistant. And he's still having difficulty trying to find enemy tanks to hit. Rounds out. Bit late on the T-3485. He gets some stun. Of course, the thing is, the ideal thing is to actually try and keep your barrel as hot as possible. And what I mean by that is, I mean firing as soon as you're loaded and then getting another shell into the barrel as quickly as you can, so that you maximize the number of shells that are actually fired during any one particular game. His team is 3 tanks down now at the moment, but he got a direct hit there on that last shot. Unfortunately, the enemy is pushing, and they've basically taken command of the village. But I think that T-44-100's overextended himself, and now he's about to find out that that was a bit of a mistake, because there are a number of tanks nearby him. Yeah, and he got wiped out. Bad move. Now, another thing is, you see he's actually having time trying to dial in. The aim time on the stock gun is actually a little bit faster than the top gun. Rounds out. That landed short. He's doing a lot of long-range shooting here. You notice the enemy tanks in the town actually didn't last very long. And it seems that the enemy seems to be taking the field, or doing the field, because here are the enemy heavy tanks. And they're sitting over here. Now, I'm hoping he's probably going to fire a blind shot there. Yes, he did. Because I think those enemy tanks are still there, even though we can't see them. They're not being spotted. And not being spotted is sometimes a big problem for our tanks. Ideally, you want to shoot at targets that are in sight of your teammates. And the reason for that is you want to get stun assist. And you can't get stun assist if the enemy tank is not spotted by your teammates. Okay, he's lost sight of that guy. The ARL is in sight, but there's a building in the way. Now, he should have taken the shot on the ARL there, because he could have got the shell over the top of the building. Even though that landed nearby, he still picked up 176 hit points. But we're still down on the enemy. In fact, now we're 4 down. Okay, Cromwell B, Tier 6. It's a Tier 8 game with Tier 6 tanks in it. Standard reload for this Arty is 29.82 seconds. He's got 25.91. So he's actually knocked off 4 seconds. He got his final hit, first hit. Well, he did get a direct hit on somebody else, actually. So he's actually had 2. The reload on the stock gun is a lot faster as well, which means that you're getting more shells out over a short period of time. Rounds out. Landed right next door to him, and it tracked him. He's getting track damage. And there's the kill shot. So he picked all of that up as track damage. Unfortunately, that Progetto is now surrounded. He's got Burza on one side, a Super Hellcat on the other. We could help him with the Burza. That's something we can do. And in fact, he could be indicating that to his teammate. In fact, he is actually doing that. So that's telling his teammate, yeah, I'm going for that guy. So concentrate on the Super Hellcat. And in fact, that's what he's done. We've lost sight of the Burza. But what we've got now is a bit of a problem, because the tanks that we did have over in that corner have now all been wiped out. And we're looking at the Crusader. And he could have finished off the Crusader with one hit. Rounds out. Well, he finished off the ARL M4 instead. So if he got the ARL 44, that's fine. At least he's taken the gun out of the game. And now we're only one down on the enemy now. He's got this CS52 list, the Fox, in the town centre, although the buildings are getting in the way. He's getting a red line every now and then. In fact, he's decided not to go for that one. He's going for the Burza again. Okay, and the Burza was taken out, killed by the M44. Okay, so we're still one down. The M44 has decided to bug out. It looks like he was badly damaged. And the enemy Arty knows where we are. I did say earlier in the game that, yes, it's a well-known area. You can see that he lost some hit points, obviously, to enemy Arty. And now the enemy Arty is firing into this general area. But they know that this area is being defended. And so they're coming in, and this is where the enemy is eventually going to try and kill all of our team. The M44 really does need to get into a position where he can provide shotgun support on anyone who comes through those gates. So he should go behind us for the moment. He's got very few hit points. He can still shoot from the corner, but we really need some of our tanks to find the enemy for us. The Progetto's the only one who's actually doing that, and unfortunately he hasn't got support, and because of that he went down to the AT7. We know where the AT7 is, but the buildings are in the way, and so we're not going to be able to get a shot before he disappears. So there's only 3 left on our team, 4 left on the enemy team. The M44's come out of his corner because he now realizes it's going down to the wire. Got the Juno in that corner, stopping the enemy coming in from the north, or rather from the east, I should say. And both Artys are going to go into the corner and protect either that gap or anyone who comes around the corner to the left. We're going to get a proxy spot on anybody who does come around from the left. The M44 is probably going to be the one who gets the first shot. They might go past those windows, though, so there's a possibility that the enemy's going to see us, even though we don't proximity detect them. And in which case they'll see us, and then they'll probably try to take a shot. Yes, there is that window there, but that would be a proximity spot. So if somebody tried to go behind us, we would be able to take action and move out the way before they can shoot through the window. He's trying to go to the overhead view, and that's a bit of a mistake there. Okay, we've got the Crusader in sight. It's a difficult shot, getting a red line. The M44 took the chance and unfortunately revealed his position and got wiped out. The AT7's got fairly low hit points, so depending on the round, and in fact actually he has got the extra HE round, and that's capable of doing 730 alpha, 49mm of pen. He's also got AP rounds capable of 400 alpha. Here comes the AT7. Fire. Perfect. He got a hit. Now, he should have ram killed that guy. He's low on hit points. He should have used it. He's going to take a hit. Well, he's going to try and shotgun him again. But notice how he reduced him to 50 hit points. Now, ram would have taken that guy out. But the Juno is helping us. Juno's taken a couple of hits. We're loaded. Okay, now we can get this this AT7. Lovely shot. Perfect. Well played. But the enemy RT knows where we are. Ooh, that hurt. That did hurt. You can see the shell landed directly in front of us. Well, directly on the front of the vehicle. Okay, what have they got in the enemy team? They've only got 2 Arty now, an FV304 and the M44. The Juno took care of the other. Now we just need to get rid of this FV304 who's been spotted. The Juno will want that one if he can. He wants a Pascucci's. We want a counter battery. The enemy RT, the other one, is an M44 and he's still firing and moving. Okay, so the Juno is definitely after the FV. Try and cut him off. He's decided to go down that corner. Okay, there you go. Well, the Juno's going to take him. Juno's definitely going to take him. So it would be a good idea for us to go and cap. Oh, this is definitely a case of the Benny Hill chase song. Yakety sax. I can hear it now. Yes, we're chasing him around the battlefield. And even so, we're not spotted. The enemy Arty is still trying to get shots on us. And there is the M44. He's close by. Oh, what a shot! Brilliant shot. Now we want the FV304 because that will be a counter battery if he gets it and win the game. 3 kills now for uncletaskerrr. He's played a blinder in this one really well. He's loading another extra HE, the non-stun HE. He's got no standard stun shells left. I think the best thing he can do now is go to the cap, enemy cap, and start capping. Forces the FV304 to get close, and we'll know where he is when he tries to get resets. And that's when the Juno can start taking him out. And you can communicate that to the enemy, to a teammate rather, and tell him, but you've got to get in the cap. You've got a duty to your team to win. And although the Juno wants to go around hunting, trying to find that FV304, Artys are smarter than that. Arty players are well versed in what we need to do. And he's going to get in the cap and force the matter to a conclusion with a win. If we started chasing a fast little RT like the FV304 and neglected the cap area, then we'd miss out on the win. And now he's in time inside the cap area and he's parked behind the bushes to give him some cover. You don't actually have to park in the bushes. In fact, the FV304 might target the bushes specifically because he knows that there's a possibility you might be in them. But just parking in this area is actually going to help win for the team if the Juno cannot find the FV304. And it looks to me like the FV304 did go south because he's not up there. uncletaskerrr thinks he's going to come from the town, and that's a possibility. He might just do that. FV304s are known to do drive-bys. That is, they'll appear out of nowhere, run right up to you, shoot you, and then disappear before you can respond. And this map does lend itself to drive-bys. Well, we're into the last minute now, and he's capped, and there's got 20 seconds left to go. In fact, both of them are capping now. So he is going to get a win in the next few seconds. And that's it, they won! And we now know where he was. He was near the village. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first ace tanker for Uncle Tasker in the Hummel. Congratulations on getting your first ace in the Hummel. You can tell it's the first ace tanker because he got the scrolls underneath and you only get that the first time. So well done. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9. And he got an invader medal as well for capping out and getting at least 80 capture points in the process. The Juno actually joined the cap just at the right moment, so he got the 80 that he needed in order to win. His win rate in the game, 5,407, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game because the CS52 list on the enemy team got 3,737 hit points of damage. Second highest was the G2SP on our team with 2,250. And the third highest, well, that went to Uncle Tasker with 2,017. When it came to kills, he shared the top spot because he got 3 kills. So did the Progetto 46 on his team, and so did the Liss on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's the only player to get over 1,000. 1,109. The next highest being the G2SP with 944. And the third highest, well, that actually is the Liss on the enemy team. He did incredibly well with his damage, and that made him 818 base experience points, which beat the third place player on our team, the Progetto. So Uncle Tasker fired 15 rounds, and some of those shotguns were very accurate. He did 2 very nice shotguns on the 87, as well as and you only need to see the corner of their tank when they put their head around the corner, and he did do that on that one 87, so he wasn't able to get a shot. Unfortunately, he did reveal himself to the enemy M44, which meant that guy was able to get an accurate hit on us. 6 enemy hits, 15 shots fired, 6 direct hits, no penetrations, but he did get 12 splashes. 2,017 hit points of damage, of which 1,320 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit, in fact, 2 hits by way of splash damage. I think really 1 big penetration from that M44, but it wasn't enough to wipe him out. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, 555 hit points of damage assistance, 282 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns, and he got 90 capture points to win the game. On a premium count, he actually earned 38,686 credits from the game, and he also took away 1,663 experience points as well. I'm not sure he actually was penetrated by that M44, considering the fact the M44's got 500 alpha. And the fact that, of course, if he had got a 500 alpha, a penetrating shot, it might have actually wiped him out altogether. It showed a hole in the vehicle, but I'm not sure he did actually pen now. I get the feeling that he actually hit the vehicle rather than the gun shield. And if he'd hit the gun shield, it would have been a pen shot for sure. But it actually hit the vehicle. Therefore, I think most of the shot was, or most of the damage was blocked by the armor. And that's why it's not showing as a penetration shot. But all the same, it was a brilliant game, and I love the shotgun on the M44. That was an excellent one. I love the chase as well with the FB304. They honestly thought they could catch him. No, you can't catch an FB304. You'll see him in the distance because, of course, he's the fastest Arty in the game, and so he's going to disappear. But they did exactly the right thing. Uncle Tasker was using his brain to actually get to the cap, start capping, force the enemy to reveal his position by shooting at you. And when he did reveal, right at the end, he fired 1 shot in to try and get a reset right at the end of the game, but it was too late because both of them were in the cap by then, and it already capped out. So congratulations to Uncle Tasker, your first ace tanker, and a very entertaining game. I just wish I could have used the yakety sax music as well. If I had, of course, it would have been a copyright claim, and I don't want to do that, so I hummed it myself. I hope you don't mind that. I'm certainly no musician and certainly no singer. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.